Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger. And before we get into the making of this fire build that I got lined up for y'all, I just gotta say thank God for giving me this opportunity to be able to share this with y'all. But man, today I am bringing y'all the first ever two-way pass first swing on current gen. And with this build, y'all, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to get contact dunks on it and everything else that goes into it when it comes down to the defense and the playmaking. Going to be a very solid fire build. So if y'all are still here, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join RGF the Rich Gang family, go ahead and turn on post notifications. But for this banger, I ask one more thing. Let's go ahead and hit that like button. Let's get 50 big likes on this banger. I know that we can do it. So man, let's go ahead and just talk a little bit about this build really quick. Two-way pass first swing is actually my next gen build, and honestly I had to bring it to y'all on current gen because the current gen version is honestly just as good as the one that I have been using. So what you want to go ahead and do, of course this is a wing build, so we're going to go ahead and put it under the small forward position. Now I am not sure if you can make it out of any other position, but this is a small forward for this kind of build. Now, when it comes down to the pie chart that y'all want to go ahead and pick, two-way and a pass first wing. Pick the playmaking as well as the defensive pie chart. This is the one you want to go with because when it comes down to it, the defense is there, the contact dunks, the shooting is going to be solid, and now with the physical profile. If you want to be risky, go ahead and pick the very first one for the most speed. Going to be somewhere around a 98 speed if you pick this one. But if you pick the fourth one, you get a much higher vertical. All of the physicals are going to be in the 90s. And this is the one that I see more balanced. So let's go ahead and get started when it comes down to these stats. So when it comes down to the finishing, go ahead and put that close shot all the way up to an 84. When it comes down to the driving layup, max it out at 75 and then ask for that driving dunk. Go ahead and put this to a 78. With the standing dunk, put it up to a 27 to get those 6 finishing badges, and right there, we are all good. Now, when it comes down to the shooting, mid-range shot, go ahead and put this to a 71. Three-pointer is going to be a 63. Free throw, 82, and then ask for the post fade. Go ahead and put this up to a 44 for 8 shooting badges. Now, for the pass accuracy, we're actually going to go ahead and put this up to an 83. When it comes down to that ball handle, put it to a 77. Post control, we're actually going to go ahead and put this up to where we get 21 playmaking badges, y'all. If you want to make any adjustments on this build, go ahead and do so. But I'm telling y'all, you will risk changing the build name. Now, for that interior defense, put it to a 64. Perimeter, 82. Lateral quickness, 82. Steal, 81, and then ask for that defensive rebound. Go ahead and put this to a 77 and put the rest of this into the block. You can also put it into the offensive rebound, but honestly, why not go ahead and put it into the block? Gonna be much better overall, and honestly, you want to be able to get some snatch blocks on this build, so go ahead and leave it like this. 20 badges on the defensive end, super solid when it comes down to the offensive. And then remember, the build is going to be able to still get those contact dunks as long as you maintain what I'm about to show y'all when it comes to the height, the weight, and the wingspan. Now, for the body shape, you really want to go ahead and pick barely. When it comes down to the height, you got to go ahead and put this build at 6'7". Now, I'm telling y'all, this is going to be a very nice and solid height to go with. When it comes down to the weight, this is really going to be optional. But what I'm going to go ahead and do, go with the lowest, and then from here, raise it to where it does not affect any of the main stats as well as the physicals. 191 going to be very perfect on this build. Now, when it comes down to the wingspan, you have to go ahead and max it out in order to get those contact dunks. And look, we are still going to be able to get the pro dribble moves at 99 overall. With that 76 plus 4, getting the 80, super solid, y'all. So do not worry, everything that goes into this build is honestly going to be very nice. Now, these takeovers, we get the playmaking. Also, we're going to be able to get that lockdown, of course, and then the slashing. I'm going to go with the lockdown, but as y'all can see, we have made the first ever two-way pass first wing. And I'm telling y'all, pro dribble moves, contact dunks, elite defense, and also if you pick any of the takeovers is really going to go and enhance what category you're picking. Now, when it comes down to these stats at 99 overall, we really have to take into consideration a couple of things. Running with teammates that are going to have floor general, which is going to give us a +4. Then we're going to buy boost, which is another +4, and then the 99 overall +4, which is a +12, y'all. So when it comes down to the three-pointer, that's going to be in the 70s. When it comes down to the mid-range shot, this has the potential to hit 80 exactly. Free throw, going to be in the 90s, of course. And now, let's go ahead and get into the driving dunk. At 99 overall, you will be getting the contact dunks. But honestly, one of my favorite things about this build is, look, we're going to get a +8 to our physicals. So, our speed, 94. Acceleration, 92, and a vertical of 95, y'all. All +90. We're not too worried about the strength. But when it comes down to that interior defense, if you're running with a teammate that is going to be having defensive leader, your interior is going to go up to the 70s, perimeter, high 90s, lateral quickness, and the steal, same thing. Block, going to be able to hit the 80s, y'all. So I'm telling you, when it comes down to this build, super solid, rare lockdown. Now, the two badges I'm going to go with are going to be Gold Posterizer as well as Gold Limitless Takeoff. But just to get some animations unlocked, I'm going to go with Bronze Fearless Finisher. That's another setup that I would highly recommend. Really comes down to your preference and playstyle. But now, let's go ahead and get into the shooting. We got 8 badges that we're going to be able to work with. So, based on my own preference, I'm going to go with Hot Zone Hunter on Gold. Another one that I really like, if you want to spread the wealth, go with Corner Specialist, Deadeye, Catch and Shoot. Then from here, I'm going to go with Volume Shooter, and the very last badge, you could even go to change it up with Green Machine or Clutch Shooter, y'all. Both of these are going to be fine, but again, it just comes down to what badges you like to use to base and boost off of your shooting percentages. Now, when it comes down to the defense, 20 badges that we're going to be able to work with. We can get a lot of Hall of Fame badges in this category, but if you're looking to spread the wealth and help out your teammates, first, go ahead and put on Defensive Leader. Now, there are a couple of other badges that are going to be very overpowered this year. Go ahead and put on Hustler as well as Intimidator. Very solid badge to go with. And then from here, Menace is also a really solid badge as well. This is mainly if you're running 3v3, but honestly, you can change it up to if you're running 2s or even running on Wreck, y'all. So again, Rebound Chaser on Silver going to be very clutch to go with. Another one that I like is going to be Bronze Interceptor as well as Chase Down Artist, but you cannot forget about Rim Protector. Now let's go ahead and say you take off Defensive Leader. Go ahead and put on either Clamps, or you could go ahead and put on any other badge that's going to be based off of your preference. I feel like Pogo Stick is going to be a really good one as well, but I have heard a lot of things about the badge Clamps. That's why I go ahead and put it on Bronze. Again, if you want to raise it on the tiers, you can definitely do so, but I know badges that are really going to help you out when spreading the wealth are going to be ones like Chase Down Artist, Interceptor, Pickpocket, and then Tireless Defender, y'all. You can upgrade any of the tiers of these badges that are already on, but again, just remember, this is based off of your own preference, so don't feel like just because you don't go along with what I'm showing y'all that it's not correct. Because again, as long as you like the setup that you're running with, I guarantee y'all gonna be much more better for you than going off what somebody else says. Now, let's go ahead and get into the playmaking 21 badges that we're gonna be able to work with. So right here, I'm gonna go with Handles for Days on Hall of Fame. Quick First Step as well, and then you can also really go ahead and put on any other badge that you're gonna like for your own preference. For me, if you want to help out your teammates, go ahead and put on Floor General. That is really gonna help you out. Bullet Passer, and you cannot also forget about Bailout. But if you don't want to, just to help out your teammates, go ahead and put on Floor General, Post Playmaker, as well as Dimer on Hall of Fame. All of these are gonna give your teammates a huge boost when it comes down to their shooting. But look, there is also another way to go about it when it comes down to this badge setup. So if you're looking to help yourself out more than anything, I would recommend going on and putting badges that are going to help out your dribble moves like Quick Chain. You can go ahead and put this on Hall of Fame. If you want to, you can even go ahead and put on Hyperdrive, Space Creator. All of these badges are going to be really solid. Again, it just really comes down to how you see fit for your playstyle. I really like Unpluckable as well, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on Bronze. But the rest of the way, if you want to, go ahead and put on some new badges that you have never tried out. I guarantee y'all, you will find something that you like. I'm going to go with Silver Stop and Go as well as Bronze Triple Threat Juke. And this is a setup we would go with of 20 defensive, 21 playmaking, 8 shooting, and 6 finishing. Again, man, I just gotta say thank God for giving me this opportunity to be able to have you in my life as well as me and yours. I hope y'all are having a great Tuesday. I also hope y'all enjoyed this build. So, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join RGF, the Rich Gang family, go ahead and turn on post notifications. But can we get 50 big likes on this banger? Go ahead and share it with your family and friends. And last, but definitely not least, y'all, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.